Jeanette Baker won the Women's Open against Cheryl Munson last week. And tonight, it's the Men's Open between Mel Horsley and Peter Zambelis. The Open was played under new rules this year, with the two top-seeded players meeting without preliminary elimination rounds. And since Peter Zambelis was the top seed under the repechage rules, he had the right to a second bite at the cherry if he lost the first game. At the microphone, Steve Mackey and Jeanette Baker.
All country 10-pin bowlers dominated the men's Coca-Cola bottlers Southgate Open at Sylvania. 9 of the 16 finalists came from cities other than Sydney, and in the final today we have 2 Newcastle bowlers, both good friends of each other at this stage. Mel Horsley, who just had a strike in the second frame, and Peter Zambelis. And what's Peter going to do? Jeanette Baker? Oh, have a look at that.
Yes, a very lucky strike. Peter will be pleased to get that so early in the piece.
Yes, well, they're both 20 in the first frame. They both opened quietly with spares, and Mel Horsley will be looking for an early advantage. He dropped that one a little.
Yes, it was indicative of the lazy 7-pin there. He didn't seem to get right through the shot. Peter, on the other hand, gone on my side, 7. Not an easy spare for him, though.
And that's a spare for Horsley in the third frame, 40 now. And Zambelis going for a rather easy threesome. Let's see what happens. I don't believe it.
That troubled lane 7. It's a little bit straighter than lane 8, and I think he allowed the room thinking it was the same, and it wasn't. Oh, yes.
There's a strike now in the 5th frame. Horsley now 79 in the 4th. And we're joining Peter Zambelis in the 6th frame after he's had a double. So the scores at this stage, 71 in the 4th frame for Zambelis and 79 for Mel Horsley. 8 pins the difference. We're in frame 6 with Zambelis. And there's another one for Horsley. He wasn't happy with the way he let that one go, but it was a strike.
Nice comfortable spare there for Peter in the 6th frame. Things are a little bit tentative. Oh, beautiful shot there for Mel. That gives him a double.
Yes, and he looked good on that one. He got out of that beautifully.
Oh, Peter would be quite pleased to have taken that strike there. It was on the wrong side for him, but still a strike's a strike. Who's going to argue?
Yes, he's a little bit out of timing, obviously, Jeanette, by crossing over the head pin like that. I guess he'll have to keep an eye on Mel and try and make the sort of adjustment that Mel seems to have. He's bowling very well, Mel Horsley.
He looks like he's locked in at the moment. He's got 3 in a row now. He's shooting a much wider line that is closer to the gutter than what Peter is.
Yes, Peter's swinging it out, and then there's another Brooklyn strike. Well, it's a double, but...
he's not happy. He's definitely not happy with getting 2 Brooklyns in a row.
And that's 4 strikes now for Mel Horsley. Let's see if he can make it 5. Looks nice.
Oh, he's riding it. Yes, beautiful shot where that 6-pin comes right across to the 7-pin position. Mel will be very pleased with that particular shot. Peter has to stay with him, though. Oh, too safe again, that awkward lane 7.
And there you have the score, 139 in the 7th frame on the Magic Score unit, the computerised scoring now in many bowling centres, and a spare for Zambelis in the 9th gives him 159 in the 8th. Horsley going for 6 in a row. He's got it! Oh, Mel.
The face says it all. Very lucky to get that one.
And there was another thin hit, but it's a strike for Zambelis, and that'll keep him in touch.
Yes, I think under the new format that Peter's just using these last few frames to work out the lanes for the next game. Yes, Mel's just finishing off as solid as he possibly can.
And we saw you last week, Jeanette, with that 249 on the TV game, and Mel Horsley is in the 250s, and that's a new record for our Network 028 viewers.
Oh, well, the women have got to be upstaged somewhere along the line.
They can't win any World Cups yet. Well, there's 8 strikes in a row to finish up for Mel Horsley, and a great game of 259.
Beautiful game to Mel. He'd be very pleased with that one.
And it certainly, well, it certainly gives Mel now the encouragement and confidence to go on into the next game, and we're in that now. We're in the 4th frame, as a matter of fact, and Horsley has opened up this second game with 2 strikes and a 9 spare.
Oh, he's still locked in. He looks good.
Yes, that's 69 in the third frame now, and Zambelis needs a strike here to be 59, so he'll be 10 pins behind in this second game.
Oh, yes. He seems to have gone out a little bit wider. I'm not too sure, but he seems to be using roughly the same line as Mel. He's not swinging out and in like he was in the last game.
Yes, he looks like he's taken a leaf from his opponent's book there, and that's a good one. Well, we had some very big scores during the Southgate Open. We'll just run through a couple of them at the moment. Dave Williams, the American guest bowler, the former professional bowler, opened up the tournament with 237, 247, 223 and 299 earlier on. And Mal Horsley, of course, just treated us to a great 259. We're being treated to some good ones here, and Horsley with that strike, and Zambelis countering, still about 10 pins behind.
Of course, realising that there's not carryover pinfall from the first game, so we're starting again from scratch this game. Oh, that was nice and wide, Mel.
Yes, he got up there very, very quickly on that shot, and that's the worst shot we've seen him bowl on the even-numbered lane. And let's see how he goes for the spare. Well, he's got up there a little bit quickly again, and it's gone to the right of that pin.
Yes, I think he naturally wanted to come over that particular shot to make up for the lazy one on the first time. It's usually an easy spare for Peter, no problems at all.
Well, in the fifth frame then, 10 pins the difference in this game, and this is the championship match of the Coca-Cola Bottlers Southgate Open. And Horsley has looked very good.
Oh, still looking very solid. I don't know, Peter will have to do something to beat Mel here. He's just looking so solid on this pair.
Well, that's not a good shot. He's left that one again. Let's hope he doesn't do what he did in the first game. He missed those 3 pins earlier on, but not this time.
No, he's got it covered.
13 pins the difference now. And we're into the 8th frame.
Oh, I don't like that one. Yeah.
Mel didn't like it either, trying to make an adjustment, I guess, for that last frame on that lane when he left the 3 pin. Came up light. He's tried to pull the ball into the head pin that time.
Oh, Peter likes that one.
That's a good ball under pressure, because that gives him a chance now to regain the lead in this championship match. Easy spare for Horsley.
Oh my God, who'd believe that? Mel. You'll remember that one, I think.
Well, Zambelis needs this. Oh, yes, good shot under pressure. Well done for Peter Zambelis. Horsley under the whip now.
Yes, Peter's definitely reversed the situation here. It's Mel that has to fight back.
And I saw what Mel did then. He really got right down there, didn't lift the ball out in the lane like he has been doing, and there you see the result, only 6. And a tough spare.
Looks good, yes, he's got that well covered. But it still puts him in an awkward situation going into the 10th here.
Yes, Zambelis can close the gate with a strike. No, he's left the 10 pin up, and he doesn't look happy about it. He knows now that Mal's still got a chance to win the game, and Mal, normally a racer, have a look at this, he's taking some time on this shot. Needs a strike. He's looking for it. Oh, and I think he moved that 6 pin too. Well, unless Zambelis misses the 10 pin, it will be his tournament. See how he goes.
He only has to spare this one up. Yes, he's got it. He's very pleased with himself after so long.
Yes, he's been bowling for 21 years, and this is his first major victory. Tremendous performance today by Peter Zambelis, who has averaged 203 for the entire tournament and picked up $1,163 in the process. Nice first prize.
Yes, there's a little bit of travelling involved for Peter to get around to the tournaments, and he'd be greatly appreciative of that money to help him get to some more.
Well, he'll probably give Mal some of that money, because I believe they drive to most of the tournaments themselves, and Mal, an excellent driver, he is a rally car driver. Well, he's going through the motions now, and Horsley, if he gets a strike, which it looks, yes, a good shot, 205, Peter Zambelis, 214. A great performance by these two Newcastle bowlers, and Peter wishing him all the best. Thanks, mate. And the winner with a great performance, good comeback for him, after a little bit of a layoff for a few weeks. Annette Baker, first place today, $300. The $249 in the championship match. First Open type tournament such as this. You've been bowling as long as me, that's a bit too long sometimes. 21 years, congratulations to you. $163.
Yes, a repechage rule that certainly came in handy for Peter Zambelis, taking the Open to 2 games. Well, it's an Open tournament.